Hello, 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 and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. Right now, as I'm live, nothing is saved there because I've got too much in there. It won't let me save. There's a character limit in the description box, and I have so much stuff in it. So, but by the time, just after I'm done, you'll be able to go down in the description box and pick and choose whatever you're interested in, or watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works best for you. Hello, Boo Boo. He's moving. He's walking back and forth underneath the standing desk. Okay, hello. Let's have a talk. Let's talk about Moses Mike. Yes, the cuteness. Oh, the cuteness and the important papers. But these are different papers from normal. Okay. At 1 minute. Actually, I think we're going down to, 1 minute 30 seconds. Moses Mike came out and said that, actually Heather was the first one to bring this up. Good news, everyone. No need to worry about Trump and Epstein being so close. Mikey J says Trump was working as an FBI informant the whole time. I saw that interview. Mike Johnson, Speaker Mike Johnson, it says Trump was an FBI informant. To take the whole thing down. Okay. Sure. Yes. Lewis is suggesting Inspector Clueless. Yes. There's Agent Double Cheeseburger, licensed to grill. Agent Orange. Oh, wait. Anyway, here's the thing. Okay. Hang on. Here's the thing. If he was an informant for the FBI, let me read this to you. If Trump really was a confidential informant, a CI for the FBI, there has to be a paper trail. Nobody can be a confidential informant, certainly not on a case that big, without a paper trail. Every CI must be officially opened. The FBI uses a formal process called opening an informant under the Attorney General's guidelines regarding the use of confidential informants. And remember, at this time, Trump was a civilian. No special treatment. Agents have to document the informant's identity, motivations, reliability, and history. A supervisory agent must sign off. In sensitive cases like public officials or celebrities, headquarters would almost certainly be involved. Each interaction is logged. Agents file a Form FD-209 contact report or equivalent notes every time they meet with or gather information from a confidential informant. Informants are assigned a code name or number in FBI records, and payments, if any, are tracked through strict accounting. I'm going to guess that his code name was Dum Dum. Hello, sweetness. You coming up? He's like, well, I'm kind of tired. There he is. Joy. If the informant is a public official candidate, someone with political influence, it triggers an enhanced review, but this was back before. There would be documented forms, approvals, contact reports. Yeah. And these would be housed in FBI case files and subject to FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act. Yeah, okay. Hey, you were an informant? Great, fantastic. Let's see the paperwork. You're in charge of the DOJ. The DOJ is in the administration. Release the paperwork. Release the confidential informant paperwork. Jana says, I just noticed the cat sitting beside Sebastian. They don't believe Mikey either. Yeah, traveling tarot. Hello. Turning in someone you're in competition with, so you can get the property or whatever instead of not being an agent. Yeah. Deb says, and Boo was like, I am out of here for these lies. Yeah. So, Visualize 70, are you guessing that they would redact it, or are you saying that they're already lying about that? Important documents, important informant kitties. They know the paperwork. Squeeble says, lying is not very Christian, Mr. Mikey. Oh, yeah, but that's the thing. And I'm going to ask about him too, because chances are he just wants to believe. He's got his Fox Mulder hat on, just pulled down as tight as he can. I want to believe. I want to believe. So, FBI informant paperwork, confidential informant paperwork. Their form numbers. Hey, would you, I found the one form number. Would you like more? I'll look them up. Happy to. Happy to look up the form numbers for you. Come on. Gene says one rumor was he worked with the FBI as a CI to take down the mob. Okay. Come on. Paperwork. Come on. Come on. Come on. Paperwork. Give. Hi. Give. Okay. World. This is a bunch of baloney. That's my card for Epstein. Ugh. Secrets. Ace of Wands. Gross. Devil card. Knight of Cups. You know what? I'm not entirely sure that it was Trump who turned Epstein in. I know that's the rumor. But wasn't there talk before that they had a falling out because Epstein was hitting on someone's daughter at Mar-a-Lago, and Trump said, absolutely not. And it turns out that was a bunch of malarkey. Whatever makes Trump look good. So even if Trump supposedly turned Epstein in because of a real estate deal, it would still mean Trump turning Epstein in. I'm not entirely convinced about that. That isn't Trump. You know, if you release the files, we'd know. Because any confidential informant, that paperwork should be in the Epstein files. Because it's about Epstein. Squeebles. I love that name. Squeebles is saying, would all still require paper trail? Yep. Traveling tarot. Oh yeah, Trump also says that Epstein was stealing workers from Mar-a-Lago. Workers. You know. Workers. Unbelievable. Oh, Lois, I understand. There's talk that Trump was jealous Epstein got $40 million property from Les Wexman. Trump wanted that property. There's all kinds of talk about what caused them to stop being friends, how that all broke down. But the reality is, we don't know. And they've been lying to us regularly all along. So we've sifted out a bunch of stuff, and we're kind of at something where it's believable. But I don't trust any of this. Squeebles is asking, why did he have underage workers at Mar-a-Lago? Ding, 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 ding. That is the question. Because, let me tell you, I got a job when I was 15, but I worked in a bookstore. I worked in a used bookstore. I didn't touch anybody. Yeah. So anyway. Annette says it was about a real estate deal according to the interview between Wolf and Epstein. Well, I appreciate that. I don't trust Wolf either. He's lied before. And also, he, like Woodward, could have saved us a whole lot of grief if they had released their information back when it would have made a difference in the election. But no, they just hold on to things till they think it's most advantageous for how much money they're going to make. Carl's asking, did you need your parents' permission? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Whew. Sitting pretty. You realize that Trump was best buddies with Epstein for decades. And Trump's two closest friends in life were Roy Cohn and Jeffrey Epstein. And both of them had a real penchant for underage people. One for boys, one for girls. His best friends. Yes, Squeaker Bunny. I know, the energy's terrible. This is going to fall apart. This whole, whatever this is, it's going to fall apart. Because, Amanda, thank you. Sebastian, my mom told me she had my 72-year-old dad. His birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Watch your channel. He loves it. Oh, he doesn't have YouTube. Mom puts it on the TV for him. Oh, so sweet. Thank you. Hello. Hello, Dad. Yes, Squeaker Bonnie. Yes, Squeaker. I know, the energy's terrible. There's not much here. There's Zippo. There's a bunch of people who were, a bunch of victims, people who were protecting this scum of the earth. And this is not Trump. I'm not getting that Trump turned him in. I'm just not. I could be wrong, of course, as always. And I don't try to pretend I'm always right. I'm not. I'm trying to give you the best information. I'm also trying to, I try every day to give you everything I talk about, unless I'm specifically talking about something spiritual. I try to give you the best news with links to reputable news sources. And that's always in the description box. Okay. Hello, sweetness. You look very tired. All right, so Mikey at 15 minutes in, Moses Mike, the heretic. Yes. Hi. talking about? We're talking about Mikey. Moses Mike. He wants to believe. He really wants to believe. Oh no, this couldn't be, because if Mikey has to face the reality of what dumpster fire is, then Mikey has to stop supporting him. Has to actively start working against him. Okay, somebody's tired. Okay, hang on. Somebody's tired. Yes, somebody's tired. Okay, somebody's gonna take a nap till I'm done. All right. Jenny's saying Moses Mike should be remembering the 10 Commandments. Yes. So, holier than thou. This guy bugs the heck out of me. I may not be Catholic anymore. I've been Catholic since I was 16. But I know what's in the Bible. And I know that the New Testament's more important than the Old Testament. And I know the stuff in red is the most important at all. And if you build your whole life just around what's read in the Bible, which is what Jesus actually said, then you are truly a Christian. And sitting there, holier than thou, and God spoke to me, said, no, you will be Moses. Oh, my wife isn't here. She's at home on her knees. And you are protecting this fraud who is best friends with a P word and are continuing to, and are taking money. You're taking money away from hungry children. You are not only not welcoming the stranger, you are stripping them of all dignity and everything they have and booting them out. And you are a Christian? Get stuffed. Anyway. Oh, just working. There's the emperor, saying pretty. Hey, as long as he's one of the flunkies supporting Trump, think of all the prestige he gets. So important. Victims? What victims? Oh, Trump was really helping them in secret. He will not accept the truth. Moses Mike will not accept the truth. He won't. Because it means he would lose power. It would mean he would actually have to do the hard part of being a Christian. And he's not going to do that. And my contempt for him, there's no bottom to the contempt I feel for him. Okay, moving on. Okay. Let's move on to something else, because this made my brain hurt this morning at 1930. At 1930. Okay, first of all, where was the thing? Trump's trying to change that. We'll get to it, but Trump's trying to change the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War. My understanding from my reading, technically, Our military has something like 400,000 locations in the world. It will cost billions to change all of it to Department of War. Billions. Okay. Anyway, so Trump put out, where's this thing? Oh, there it is. It's a little small here. I'm sure there's a bigger version somewhere. Actually, can I find a bigger version? Send me a quick look. It's a little small. Oh, there's something on Reddit. There, that's better. Okay, this is easier to see. I'll take down this. Share the screen. And Donald J. for Genius Trump put out this. Chipocalypse. Is that like Chipotle? Is going to invade Chipotle. Okay. Chipocalypse. He's on his way for chips and guacamole. Yeah. Chicago is about to find out why it's called the Department of War. This would be illegal. And this is the perfect thing to take to a judge. You posted it. There it is. There's your stupid picture. And the head doesn't even match the body remotely. And you're on your way to Chipotle. But this, excuse me, Your Honor. Yes, the president, he posted this morning. Yeah, that's illegal. Whew. So, Traveling Chair says, OMG, that's nuts. Yeah, yes it is. And foolish. War against Chicago. Yes, Joyce. Right. And you're going to set, what, Michigan Avenue on fire? Traveling Terror says he's declared war on Chicago. Let that sink in. Yeah. And I am here every day. I've made new covers for before I come on, like upcoming stuff. The audit on my channel said, do something where you use your own face and what have you. So I had to go through a bunch of my old covers and social media posts. I've been covering this garbage for years. I have been live every single day, other than 2 emergencies. I have been here every single day for 5.5 years, over 5.5 years. And the one thing I can say is, well, there are 2 things I can say. One, you are wonderful. You. The fact that we have been able to create this community, you keep me going. I hope I keep you going, and we are going to get through this. But also, you know, for all of his big, stupid face bluster, what has he really accomplished? Honestly, I mean, yeah, he's done some damage, but he's not what he wants to be. We have found ways to undermine him. People have worked really hard to undermine him and have succeeded many, many, many times. And we're still here and we're still talking. Every day. So, okay. I'm more of a Cadoba girl myself. but now I want chips and salsa. I just can't afford it. When fast food is like, what, $60 or something for me and my parents? It's like, no. Mm-mm. So yes, Melissa, he has failed at everything like I have never seen anyone fail before. True. Absolutely true. Oh, Amanda also loves Qdoba. I know. I just can't afford it. Sharon says eating out is too expensive these days. True. So, no. Okay, this is what he's talking about. This is the loudest, most aggressive card in the deck. As far as he's rushing, the wind's blowing, the horse is galloping, the armor's clanking, and it's a big, big thing. That's what he's talking about. Yeah. The rest of this, squeak, 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 squeak. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. It makes a big difference. Thank you. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Day late and $1 short. Oh, and you're going to spend that much money, huh? Really? Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. And you think, uh-oh, swords. Swords could be military. Thank you, Choice. This is also legal matters. Yeah. That would be an invasion. And in fact, Dumpy, this idiot, he's not trying to activate the Illinois National Guard. There's talk that he wants to activate the Texas National Guard to come into Illinois. And you think you honestly think that the judicial system is just going to say, okay. No. So, okay, well, is he going to, what the heck is this? Okay. Bernie says that would be civil war. Kind of. And she's asking, is he trying to start a civil war? Delusions of grandeur doesn't even begin to cover it. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. So, yeah, Amanda, he's trying to force like a civil war or something. And it's not going to work. They're not taking the bait. True. And Pritzker's already said, no, 1, we don't want you here. 2, you have no justification to be here. And 3, yeah, all of our people, yeah, you're all to stand down. You are not to assist whatever this is in any way, shape, or form. You want to tear up the roads running your stupid tanks or stupid stuff through the streets, we'll send you a bill. Yeah, Ms. Gibson, exactly. He didn't get the response he wanted, so he's trying hard to push buttons. Exactly. This is pathetic. It's not going to work. He thinks he can do anything. And this kind of garbage distracts from the Epstein files. He thinks he's going to get some big. Matter of fact, I think he's in his mind. I think he's picturing himself like in some kind of vehicle at the head of at the front of the force coming into Chicago. He thinks like that. Nope. No. That's Chicago. That's a very blue Chicago. Not all of Illinois is blue, but Chicago is. Yeah, no. And this is pathetic. So, as infuriating as this is, thank you for giving our governor and others something they can take directly to a judge. Okay. Whew. Oh, hang on. What was back up here? Lewis was asking, does anyone have MTG's number? I will need to borrow that Jewish space laser. Steven says, I don't know. Those cards look really good for him. I think we're screwed. No. And it doesn't matter which cards you pull. It's what does the energy feel like? That's how this works. This is the only point of this is to help you get past your biases. But the energy is the energy. And I can, there have been all the years I've been doing this, I can pull all major arcana and it can look absolutely heinous. And then but the energy is just nothing. It's like, oh, well, okay. So Raymond's saying the Epstein survivors just announced they'll release their own list of names. I thought they did that I thought they said they were going to do that last Wednesday. Please let me know if there's something new. Okay, so at 31:45, thank you so much for being here. I know it's so frustrating, but we're going to get through this together. We are. Okay, Pentagon gripped by, quote, frustration, anger, and downright confusion, unquote, over renaming the Department of Defense to Department of War. Dum, 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 dum. It's so dumb, 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 dumb. Officials warn of massive costs. Estimates are in the billions. Propaganda gift to adversaries. Yeah. And chaotic rollout. Oh, Idel. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Back here, where was it? Okay, so we're going to talk about possibility of some blue states holding back funding. We're getting to that in a minute. But before that, oh, here we go. Okay, the reporting says the changing DOD to DOW could cost billions of dollars for a cosmetic change. Pentagon officials warned it would mean rebranding, quote, a mountain of contracting, marketing, business development materials, you name it, both in digital and otherwise. Not to mention signage. And it is super labor intensive and have no military benefit. Okay, so how is this going to go? I guess I can stop this nonsense of his. Ding. Oh, the kittens. Okay. So, Department of DOD to DO, the DOD to the Dow. Winnie Boo says Congress has to pass legislation to change the name. An executive order is not enough. Yep. And that says he cannot legally change the name. Exactly. No. Another day, another L, another failure. Fruits of labor, nah. No. We're just going to go on about our lives, strength, and he is a fool, and this will be one more of his failures. There we go. Yes, Raymond, release the Epstein files. Let's do that. Silliness. Okay, so we are going to move on at 30, in the year 3535. Okay, there's been talk that blue states, in this one article it said, blue states can devastate Trump's Confederacy. Democratic-led states are considering withholding billions in federal tax dollars. Okay, analysts call it a soft secession. Okay, yes, blue states contribute more than red states. That's a given. That's just math. Here's the thing. They can't just hold that money back. Okay. The courts would overturn it in a heartbeat. Okay, but hang on. So legally, states do not have the power to unilaterally block the IRS from collecting federal taxes, which is what that would be. Because of the supremacy clause of the Constitution and the 16th Amendment. Congress controls taxation, not the states. Okay. There are some Democratic-led legislatures like Connecticut, Maryland, New York, Wisconsin, California, and Washington, well, Washington not far behind, have introduced bills exploring mechanisms like escrow accounts or state-level withholding adjustments. Okay, now we're getting into the dismal science. Accounting. Economics, the dismal science. Anyway, and I know some people enjoy it. I'm being silly. It's provocative, but it's mainly symbolic. It might serve as a pressure tactic, but okay, so it wouldn't really work. What they could do is selective non-cooperation. States stop helping enforce federal programs, like refusing to process certain federal grants, blocking cooperation on deportations, or slowing down projects tied to Trump's agenda. This is more feasible because states can't be forced to carry out federal programs because of the anti-commandeering doctrine. It's something. So the idea of, excuse me, blue states cutting off funding isn't really a thing. They could try escrow accounts for a while, but it's not really a thing. Oh my gosh, I just cut the deck and I got the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, oh, him and the money, yeah. Jane says, I have a master's in public administration. This could work. Of the non-cooperation. Yeah, this is a thing. This is a thing. He's going to just try to use his bludgeon whenever he can. And try to get red states to turn against blue states. Looking at you, cruel King Abbott. He is so demented. He wants all of, he thinks it's just, the problem with narcissism is he doesn't see other people as individuals. They are not autonomous human beings, let alone being remotely equal to him. So when you have a child playing with toy soldiers, this isn't that much different. Remember him in the cab of the truck? That's what this is, only it's with real world consequences. But the last two cards say, it's not going to work, buddy. It's just not. We're the Democrats, and we're not putting up with this. We're not going to help you. You're going to continue to flail. Like the impotent wuss that you are. Okie dokie. Take care, Deb. Take care. Innocent Potato says, never say never. The right-wing Republicans don't follow the rules. Why should we? They don't, and they do. I'm not saying we should continue on just rolling over and not doing anything or not saying anything, but just hang in there. Hang in there. This is a much longer conversation, but there are rules, and there are rules stopping Trump. I know it doesn't seem like it, and he gets away with everything, but that's more on a personal level. Because let me get to some of these other questions, because he's running into some pushback. Thank you so much, Kay. Gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Oh, yeah, okay. We looked at Agent Double Cheeseburger. Moses Mike. Okay, that's really dark. All right, since we've already talking about it, let's go to a little bit of that pushback at 43 minutes in. Stalled. That's what the Wall Street Journal editors are saying. The Wall Street Journal editors are not happy about the jobs report at all. Wall Street, not happy about the jobs report. Stalled. Wall Street Journal editors say August jobs report shows hiring has collapsed. Interesting choice of words. Not subtle. Under Trump's tariff barrage, only 22,000 jobs were added in August. Revisions cut prior months down to negative territory, I believe, for July, wasn't it? Companies like Caterpillar and Deere report billion-dollar tariff hits, while oil and gas pull back on drilling. The editorial board bluntly said, quote, tariffs are taxes, and taxes hurt economic growth, period, close quote. So, are the donors in Wall Street, well, are they going to start pushing back hard? It's okay. My understanding and my beliefs is basically you have the limited number of upper echelon people who own massive wealth. Your Thiel, Musk to some extent, Thiel, these big names who have stupid amounts of money. Okay. But beneath that, you've got your Wall Street people, your business people, the people who live and breathe this kind of information, and they're not happy. And the upper echelon may have stupid amounts of money and be able to create a lot of ads or give a bunch of money, but they don't have that many votes. And if you've got the Wall Street Journal, you've got all of these other people turning against him. So is Wall Street and big finance turning against Trump? They've got this wait and see attitude. They want to pretend that this is just republicanism as normal, but it's not. Oh yeah, Melissa is reminding us Hyundai got raided yesterday. 400 plus people were detained. Why would a company stay? Well, here's the thing. A bunch of the people who were detained at Hyundai yesterday were people who were literally here to train Americans on how to use the equipment. Yeah. Yeah, these are pretty weak cards. Yes, tariffs are bad, but this all feels very small. This feels like a wait and see. I don't know what you're waiting for. I think because partially they don't know that there's anything they can do. The economy goes down. I mean, they can't, people on Wall Street, people in big finance, they can't stop Trump. They can't stop him from this thing. The courts can stop Trump from this tariff garbage, but Beth says, wait and see while the world suffers. Let's face it. Are they really, do they usually care? Honestly? I'm not saying everybody in high finance is horrible. You know, I actually know some people who work with the massive pension funds and the just huge, you know, all that kind of stuff. They're not just all bad people, but there's a certain mentality. Yeah, all of his stupid policies, huge amounts of money. That's the other thing about, say, for example, Wall Street. They're used to downturns. And generally speaking, people who are they're really in the market, they make money when the market goes up. They make money when the market goes down. They can short stocks. They can, there are inverse ETFs. There are, you name it. There are leveraged reverse ETFs. They can make a lot of money on a huge downturn, but it's not sustainable long term. And it just causes problems. They're not happy about this. Is what it feels like. Visualize 70 says, I think it's called being financially insulated. Oh, there's certainly an amount of that. Okay, so yeah, not looking great, but at 50 minutes in, Oh gosh, okay, I'm gonna have to roll some of this over to tomorrow, but your questions are very important to me. Okay, okay, this is dark. After this, I'll try to do something lighter. But this has been floating around and I haven't looked at it, but it's dark. So I apologize for that, but yeah, okay, here we go. There was a hot mic on Putin and Xi, who were discussing immortality. And immortality by organ harvesting. You can't get much darker. Whew. So there's a link in the description. Hot mic, Putin and Xi discuss organ harvesting and living to 150 during Beijing's Victory Day event, musing about, quote, younger and younger, unquote, bodies and immortality, an eerie glimpse into authoritarian bio-fantasies. I am so sorry, but this is... Eef. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. I know, Lois, I know. Okay, let me try again because it doesn't work. We don't have the technology yet. It's a fantasy. That's what it feels like. Debsy says, I bet they've been doing this for years. They may have, but it's not, we're not there yet. It's not actually doable. Organ transplants are a big deal. And you can, yeah, it does a number on the body. Teresa says it doesn't work that way. Yeah. Yeah. Institutions, do they have the power to do it? Probably. Could they hurt other people? Yeah. Ew. There's your medical. But we're not there yet. We don't have the technology yet. They can buy a whole lot of stuff. But no, it isn't. The parts are not yet interchangeable and they won't be for a long time. Oh, Libby, I'm so sorry. Chris says, I called this a month ago. Well, I know this discussion was quite a while back. But it's like, I should read on that, but oh, it's dark. Yeah, Cat Mom says organ recipients have to be on immune suppressants. They make you susceptible to every little bug and cancer. Oh, bless. Yeah. And she says that doesn't mean they don't try. But yeah, what I'm getting is this isn't a thing. In future. But right now, yeah, our parts aren't, oh, it's broken, clank. Oh, there's a new one. It's like a light bulb. Oh, you just unscrew that. Oh, okay, new one, screw that back in. There we go. Okay, good as new. No, we're okay. All right. Lewis wants to know, is Dumpy getting a brain? What was the name of the person donating? Abby someone. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need to know? At 55 minutes. And thank you again for being here. Message for us, because please. Oh, man. Maria says you can't replace the brain. We are joking, for what it's worth. Gosh, part of me is just like, oh, chips and salsa. No. Should go find something else, because I need to make soup tonight. Make some minestrone out of the freezer, stuff that's in the freezer, and some cans of beans and stuff. What do we need to know? It's a tough time. We're not in an easy time. AJ says, "Oh, that sounds good. I hope it will be." Whatever mixed vegetables I have in the freezer, a can of kidney beans, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, tablespoon of Italian herbs, tablespoon, but no more than a tablespoon or less of olive oil, maybe some onion or garlic if you feel like it, or if there isn't any onion in your vegetables, that's cook. It's good. It's easy. You just dump it all in a pot. If you want to do macaroni or you do some kind of pasta, you can do that. I like to make bread. I'll make bread. It's easy to feel like there's nothing we can do, but we're already doing so much good. We are standing up for people. We are speaking out. We are. Even just being here, this is defiance. We vote. We're helping each other with information. Yeah. You may feel like that, but really there are more Democrats. There are more registered Democrats in Texas than there are Republicans. And they can try to gerrymander or whatever what they want for a certain amount of time, but it doesn't work forever. See all this? These are all the things. This is all the move the troops, the economy, craziness, obfuscation and lies, hide the Epstein stuff, Trump coming out with big, shocking, stupid stuff to get attention, all of this. But these are minor arcana. The hope is major arcana. And in comparison, major and minor arcana, the energy levels are very different. Kind of this equivalent. So we are the hope. You are on the right side of history. You are. You are doing the right thing, and it matters. Even if it feels like it doesn't. Even if it's just he's flailing. And when Trump got back into power, Pluto had backtracked into Pluto and Capricorn. He is the last gasp of that old way. And he's flailing, or he wouldn't have to put out these big, stupid things. So hang in there. You're a good person. You're doing the right thing. You're on the right side of history. And they're not. Okay, so that's going to do it for today. It is 1:12 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. It's Sarah's day off. She is at something called the Night Market this evening. to sell more of her crocheted wares. She made a whole bunch of the crocheted black spheres with fuse, looks like it's lit out of yarn, and there's an F, letter F on it. Whole bunch of F bombs. I kid you not, they're adorable. So you can throw them at people. Anyway, all right, she made a whole bunch of stuff. So she's doing that, but I'll be holding down the fort, and I'll be right back here tomorrow. I'm here every day with you. You always have this community here. You have this community every day. You have creative sprints in an hour, 3/4. You've got that for like 3 hours. You've got community. All right, so hang in there. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. There are. So hang in there. All right, and I will see you as always later. All right, thank you.